And then you've also got like these people who are going like, and hello and welcome back to the Unknown Podcast. This is episode 22. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I recently just went to the gym, and let's just say like, I understand why women have their own gym, like specifically like women only gyms. It's because like guys can be like really weird, because I know that because even I get weirded out. I mean, if like when, oh my goodness, these people are so comfortable with their bodies. You walk into the change room, in the guys' change room, and when it's like communal, and these old guys, it's not even always old guys, but I'm just targeting them because I see more of them than anyone else. They have the confidence to just wear nothing and walk around like, yeah, this is my body. Like, what? You got a problem with it? Like, they literally just walk around naked. And there was even this one time when I finished up at the gym, and I was going to get changed, and I was on my way to my locker, and then boom, right where my locker is, right where the freaking lock is, some guy's junk is like 5 inches away from it. One guy's junk was 5 inches away from my lock. If he freaking hit that thing, you know, before I got there, oh, I would not be happy to see that. At that point, you can just leave your clothes there, you know, just unless you have your keys in there. If you have your keys in there, you're kind of screwed. But in my case, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna just wait it out because I don't want to go near this naked guy. And I waited it out, but like, damn, like if I'm uncomfortable like that in the gym, and don't get me wrong, like I'm just uncomfortable with most things. I'm sure most people, like, you get over it, like it's like a whatever, there's a naked guy. Like, you've been seeing that since you were a kid, going to like the pool and seeing like naked people just showering. Like it happens, you know? It happens in communal areas and stuff like that. So anyways, I can understand it. I mean, hey, people give me weird looks in the gym. Like, you ever have it where you're doing a set and you look up and someone's looking right at you, and it's like, I'm making such weird faces right now because I'm concentrated on what I'm doing and I'm exerting myself. Why are you looking at me? Are you looking at me because I'm making weird faces? Or are you just looking at me because like I'm making like noises going like, hoo, hoo, hoo. Like, what's the deal? And then you've also got like these people who are going like, and like screaming. Like, what? I get it. You're exerting yourself and you're breaking your barriers down and rebuilding them and everything, like all that mumbo jumbo. But you ain't Goku. Like, you're not the Hulk. Are you hulking out? What's going on? Why are you making so much noise? Why can't you just, you know, like, in through the nose, out through the mouth like the rest of us? You think you're like some magical beast who's like popping out? Like, what's going on? Why are you making so much noise? There's almost no exception. Yeah, like I mean, hey, like that's just my opinion, you know? Don't take this as, if you're one of those people, just keep on doing you know, get in shape, be fit. I'm not knocking you, but I just find it a little uncomfortable when someone besides me is just screaming, just going like, every set. Like, I'm like, are you dying? Like, what's going on with you? Yeah. So, yeah, Gymsharks. And speaking of animals, I recently got 2 crabs, an animal I never ever thought I would own. But you know what? I was at the pet store and I was like looking at the fish because my roommates were getting fish, and I was like, oh my goodness, they look so cool. And I made a video about it because like they were like fighting and everything, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're so much cooler than all the fish. And I just kind of like wanted to move into getting a new pet, so I was like, okay, crabs. And they're really entertaining little creatures. I mean, most of the time they hide, but other than that, like, they're super entertaining. And one of them, oh my goodness, I got him with one claw, so he's missing a claw. The other one has both of them, but one of them was missing it, and I got a discount on him. They literally gave me like 20% off because he was missing his claw. And my roommate had the brilliant suggestion of naming him Anakin, like Anakin Skywalker, because he's missing his arm, you know? So a little Star Wars in there, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. They're entertaining. But the other day, I looked in the tank, and I kid you not, they hide so well that you won't be able to find them for like a day. Like, they fit into places I never imagined they would be able to. Like, behind the filter, there's such a little amount of space, yet they crawl their little legs in there and they hide. And I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, I got you so many hiding places. Why you gotta hide behind the filter? I literally have a little hut and a giant like rock thing with a bunch of holes in it so they can just go in and chill, hide away. But no, they have to go like behind the filter and behind the heater, which is dangerous. I don't know why they're trying to chill around the heater. And then there was one time where it was like showing up, it was like, yeah, I'm here, I'm not hiding anymore, because I got a moss ball, put that in, which sucked up all the water, but it stood on top of that moss ball and just stared at me. Like, I was like, okay, usually you're hiding from me now, like what are you up to now, what's going on? But anyways, back to my story. So I looked into the tank and I saw a leg just chilling there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, did he like bury himself? Like, they're crabs. I'm thinking like, what the heck is going on? And so I like took like a spoon and I like touched it and nothing happened, and oh my god, it freaked me out. This is the freakiest thing that happened. Oh my god, I was kind of scared and like very, very creeped out by it, or not creeped out, but like grossed out and kind of concerned. I was very concerned, that's the word. I was very concerned about it because I was like, okay, well, my crab's leg is freaking chilling there. Like, did one kill the other one? And I haven't been able to find it, so I don't know. And I've been looking all around the cage. I don't want to make them super uncomfortable and just tear everything apart to look for it. But like, that's what I might have to do, because I'm actually getting concerned. One of them has a disadvantage, he's missing a claw. And you know what, he's been able to hold his own, but I don't want him to have to be pitted against, his little bro that has 2 claws. And you know what, usually you're supposed to have like a female in there, which they only had males, so I should have, waited on it instead of just getting 2 males, but there is lots of space, so you'd think they'd be able to, claim their territory and be fine. But it looks like they were, because when they would hide together. Anyways, that was a super uncomfortable moment where I saw my freaking crab's leg. Oh my god. I don't even like talking about it, but yeah. Very weird. Don't know why I'm saying it on a podcast, but anyways, continuing on from that, speaking of animals also, freaking people try to domesticate all animals. Like, not everything can be domesticated just like that, People were going through generation to generation trying to domesticate foxes. And I'm thinking here, like, you've already got cats and dogs. Like, dogs are like man's best friend, Although I like cats more as a pet than dogs, but I get it. Like, they have therapy dogs. Dogs walk, like dogs that help people who are visually impaired. Why are you gonna try to domesticate foxes? And I was watching this video where they try this for generations, taking like the best of the best, the ones that are friendliest to humans and help them with their needs and everything, and try to be friendly and try to bond. So they take those ones and continue on, like, and they're only breeding, they only continue to breed the ones that have the best results. And in the end, these people had the one that had like the best result of that generation, and they were like, yeah, like, it's friendly and everything, and it responds to us kind of like a pet, but at the same time, it's a fox, it's not a dog. It tears things up, it makes little huts, it poops and pees wherever it wants, it's not domesticated, it can't be trained the same way as a dog. And I'm like, well, what did you expect? You freaking brought a fox into your house. And I see videos of people having like pet raccoons, and like, they're like, oh, like, this is what it's like having a raccoon, like, do you want to get a raccoon? It's the new thing. People have pet squirrels now and pet beavers, and I'm thinking, like, are we just gonna take all of the wildlife and just move it into our houses? We're gonna have mooses or whatever the plural for that is. Are we gonna have like geese, like Canadian geese? What's next? What's next? Honestly, I have no clue. What is next? Please tell me. I would love to know, because it seems like all of these animals are getting domesticated, and you know what? We're on that course. Like, what's gonna come up now? What's gonna come up now? I really don't know. So I want to try out this new segment that I've been kind of thinking about. I'll see how it goes in this one. If it goes well, then I'll continue it. And it's pretty much would you rather. So let's just start her out. Okay. So, would you rather have your memory doubled or have your IQ doubled? And I gotta be honest, I think I'm gonna go with IQ, because the thing is, if you have your memory doubled, like it's nice to have all these memories, but then again, you got those bad memories. You know those memories where like you're up at night just like, why did I do that stupid thing when I was 6 years old? It was so embarrassing, and you feel the guilt all right there. Now, if I had double of that, and I remembered all the stupid things I did throughout my life, do you know how horrible that would be compared to like having a higher IQ and just being able to retain information, especially in university better? Like, that's just the way to go. That's just, that one, you know what? And 54% of people said the same thing. So there you go. Like, that's the superior option. Would you rather lose your forefinger or lose your thumb? I'm gonna go ahead and assume the forefinger is the, is it like the fourth, like finger? 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, I'm gonna just say, first off, the worst thing you could lose out of your fingers has to be your thumb. Because like, then you can't like, you can't like grab things properly. If you just had this, it'd be a lot harder. If you just had your 4 front fingers. Oh, is it saying like lose your 4 fingers or lose your thumb? Oh, that would make sense. If it was lose all your 4 fingers or lose your thumb, then I would have to say I would rather lose my thumb. Just because then if you lose like all 4 of your fingers, then you're just left with 1 thumb, and there's nothing to really do with that other than like, I don't know, like press buttons and thumb wars, pretty much. So I'm gonna say if I go with my 4 fingers, I can at least grasp things a bit better, and I'll be able to count a little bit with more ease, because I just got more to work with. So if that's what that means, I'm gonna go lose your thumb. And you know what? 66% of people said the other one, so I'm assuming I was wrong in how I interpreted it, but we're just gonna continue. So would you rather have one 1,000-year life or live 100-year lives? 10 100-year lives. Ooh, I'm gonna have to say 1,000-year life, because having, no, you know what? No, scratch that. Have 10 100-year lives. That one just sounds so much more fun, because then you can mix it up. You get a new body, you get a new life, and you can just, after 100 years, just restart, And I don't know if it means like you retain everything from the last one, but that would be pretty cool. If you live 1,000 years, you're gonna get tired of it real quick. Trust me, that just seems like the way to go is live 10 100-year lives. And yeah, most people agree with me, so we must be onto something. Would you rather arrive everywhere 5 minutes late or arrive everywhere 20 minutes early? Now for this one, I'm gonna have to say I would rather arrive 20 minutes early, because then you get to like collect yourself. And honestly, I'm really bad with my time scheduling and stuff like that. Even just time management in general, I really struggle with it. So in terms of going everywhere late, I'm used to that, and it's not the right way to go. You should definitely go early, because even if you have to wait there, at least you get to collect yourself, and you know that you're there and secured and ready for whatever it is that you're doing. So if it's a meeting, like you're there, you're ready, you have everything in store and collected, and you can get your mind into the right place where it needs to be. Whereas if you're 5 minutes late, you are scrounging to be there, so you're not thinking about other things such as like, did I remember to bring this? How am I going to be going into this meeting? Like, what do I need? And all those things are important. So if you're going early, at least you have time to collect yourself, is basically what I'm saying. Anyways, that was it for that segment. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, because this is the end, and I will see you next time on episode 23. Have a nice day. Thank you.